Hey guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we will be living the life of somebody that has been diagnosed with Sanfilippo, and with doing that we will be going to a support group that we found in hopes to find a community to help us cope with this new diagnosis and learn to live with this new life we have. So that's where we're headed, and we will record once we get there. So here we are at the support group, and as you can see, there was a doctor there in the support group, and she was saying how Sanfilippo Syndrome is an autosomal disorder, and it affects the child's N-sulfur-glucosamine sulfurhydrolase, or SGSH gene. And this disease focuses in the central nervous system and the enzymes. And the genes in the body aren't able to break down the carbohydrates like it normally should. And with the kids that were there that have this syndrome, you can see some symptoms in the children like coarse facial features and speech and behavioral delays, some degenerate skills, and their heads are larger than normal. Some children suffer with hearing loss. Here's an example I put in here of somebody with Sanfilippo. As you can tell, their facial hair is kind of coarser and their head's kind of larger than a normal child's head would be.
This rare genetic disorder typically consists of 3 stages, depending on the child's age and significant behavioral changes. This scene shows a family at a store with their 9-year-old, who's in between the 2nd and 3rd stage. You can see that when the child starts throwing an unexpected tantrum, the family rushes over it to calm them down. The way their family calms down is with physical touch, and in this case is with a long hug until the child is calmed down. Between the 2nd and 3rd stage, developmental delays are noticed, as well as behavioral and cognitive decline that eventually lead to severe dementia. The behavioral issues disperse, but the motor skills, along with having problems digesting food properly and having muscle stiffness, begin to occur. And due to the damage to most organ, muscle, and motor skills, children with the syndrome typically don't make it past the final stage or even get a chance to enter their 20s. And here we visit a family who has unfortunately accepted their fate that their child is in their final stage. Their child was only 17 years old and almost made it to their 20s. This family decided to have their child spend the last moments at home to feel more comfortable. Their child unfortunately had to stay in bed as their muscles were deteriorating and had to be connected to oxygen tanks and feeding tubes in order to collect some nutrients. As you can imagine, this is a very difficult time for parents, no matter how long it took them to prepare. There are currently no treatments, but with the help of animals and clinical trials, there are treatments to help manage the neurological symptoms during this difficult time. Gene therapy is a new treatment that is still being experimented on since it's still in its clinical trials. Since the disease is rare, there is not much research and fundings to continue the trial. But hopefully, with more awareness of this disorder, we can find a cure and treatment to help the children and families that are affected. Sanfilippo Syndrome is an autosomal disorder that affects a child's central nervous system. Unfortunately, there are no treatments that can help those children affected right now. Thanks for watching, and make sure you leave a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this in the future.